Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Karen's Kitchen. There's Erlene, the first one on. I just now noticed I forgot my apron, so let me grab one out of the drawer. Hat? Oh, thank you. That's why I said birthday on the thing. This is my birthday. For those of you that don't know, I'm going to get my apron on. I was going to do this yesterday, but I decided no, I'll wait until today. Well, my son is going to pick me up at 5:30 tonight, my time, so I've got plenty of time to go do this. Hi, thank you for saying happy birthday. I was going to do this yesterday, but I thought, well, being today's my birthday, I thought I'll do this brownie for my birthday and it'll be my dessert, because I don't know if I'm going to have any dessert at the restaurant, because we're going to a vegan restaurant. It's called Cornbread Cafe. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. It's a restaurant that I picked. It's close to the church. They're going to pick me up at 5:30 my time. She's eaten there before. She said the food is really good. So we have a few vegan restaurants here in this area. Thank you. Yeah, I'm 72 today. There's Alexis. And I thank you everybody for giving me the birthday wishes. Oh, there's the cupcakes coming up. Alexis messaged me this morning and wished me a happy birthday, and I've got a lot of them on Facebook, and I do appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Alexis. You guys are so good to me. It's awesome. I heard that you didn't gain, or you gained this time, Alexis, but that's okay. You know, you'll bounce back from it. Oh, you're running into the post office? Okay. Yeah, this is a skillet brownie, so I've already got the oven working on it right now. And everything's going to be mixed up into the food processor, and then it's going to go into my 8-inch Pampered Chef skillet. Because she put it in. Hi, thank you. She used a 7-inch, and I figured, well, I don't have a 7-inch, but my 8-inch will work just fine, because you don't need a very big one for this. So, but I thank everybody for the birthday wishes this morning. You guys are awesome, and I'm really tickled to death at people, because people really care about me, and I'm really happy about that. You know, that they care enough to wish somebody happy birthday. You know, it's awesome. It really is. You know, we need more love and. That's true, Alexis. You're right. You're so right. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. You're right. Can't always be a loser. You're right. Exactly. And for those of you that know about Buttercup, I did take her to the vet yesterday. I did a little walking scope. I have to have her in there 7:30 in the morning. She just now today started eating. I come home from my errands, and she wanted to eat really bad. She was at the door waiting on me and barking like crazy, hobbling around, but she started eating. So I thought, well, I've got some wet dog food that I bought today, and I'll give her that. Boy, it was a chore to keep the other two from getting into it. I figured if I open that up and give that, and oh, thank you. I thought if I open that up and give that to her, she'll eat it. She ate the whole thing. She was really hungry because she hasn't eaten since early Sunday morning. Well, she's not sick as much as she's got to have her hip worked on tomorrow. I have to take her in for surgery in the morning. She's got a hip that's out of place in her back leg, and she hops on 3 legs. And she hasn't been wanting to eat because it's been hurting her to stand on, to stay there and eat her food. But she was so hungry today that when I came home, she was waiting for me to give her something to eat. She was really hungry. So I'm glad that she's starting to eat. Well, she's got to eat everything she can today, because tomorrow she can't have a thing. So I'll have to put the water up and the food up when she gets up in the morning, because the first place she'll head for is the water dish. So yeah, it is good. So I have to have her to the hospital 7:30 in the morning, and hopefully they'll get everything done, though. It's not going to be cheap, so I may have to do a fundraiser on Facebook in order to get the funds if I can't afford it, because I know it's not going to be cheap. So, and I hate begging for money, but like Erlene says, well, it's something that, has to be done. Everybody has emergencies, and this was something I didn't know was going to happen, but it did. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this started. I'm going to put 1 cup of pecans in here. I already had these, and I didn't have to buy any, so I'm putting these in my food processor. 1 cup. You gotta put everything in the food processor and get it mealy. Okay, now it says process the pecans in the food processor until meaty or whatever. Okay, I'll do this first. Put this on here and get this done first. Let's put this on here. Okay, I better plug it in. It's not gonna work unless I plug it in. There we go. All right. Oh, I think I don't have my, no, I don't have my lid on right. This lid goes on a certain way. If you don't get it on right, it won't latch. It won't latch. It won't latch. This is the hardest thing to do sometimes, to get it latched. Oh, there's not latching again. There we go. Nope, I got it wrong again. Sorry about that. I haven't used it in a while, so now I'm forgetting. There it goes. Not click, so now it's good. That should be good enough. That should be good enough. Now, it puts in a pinch of sea salt. Okay, I'm going to add everything to this. And as everything's going to be mixed up in the food processor, and then I'm going to put it, into the skillet, in my 8-inch skillet. Put this up there. Okay. And then it calls for a half a teaspoon of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. Everybody knows these are the Pampered Chef adjustable spoons. These things are awesome. We'll go ahead and put these back. I'll be right there with you. Okay. Now it calls for 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. And everybody knows I use carob. Oh, that thing isn't very clean. I better rewash that one. Didn't get that very clean. I don't know what happened with that one. This one's okay. I'll go ahead and stick this back so I don't have to do it at the end. I'll be right there. Okay. Now, 2 tablespoons of butter. And I like using Earth Balance. I found this at Albertsons. Usually those 10-ounce ones is all I could ever find at Walmart. They have them at Albertsons, the big ones. And when I saw them there, I thought I've got to buy that because I love the fact that I can have, because I put it on my toast in the morning. And this is the vegan butter. This is a lot better to have. It's kind of hard to get 2 tablespoons measured in here, but I'll do the best I can. Spoon. Let me get another spoon out. Okay. It's not easy to get these out of here. Probably should use something else because it's not easy to get this darn stuff out of here. But we'll do it. We'll manage. But I do like I do like these because, you know, it's easy to measure. Got all your measurements right there. So I'll just pull this. I'll just take it out like this instead of there we go. Watch out. Put this, and I'll put my butter back in the refrigerator. No. 1 egg, and everybody knows I don't use eggs, but I did make a flax egg. Oh, do they? And I made a flax egg, so I'm going to put that in here. Everybody knows I don't use regular eggs, so I made a flax egg. So this is actually not a vegan recipe, but I'm making it vegan. Okay. 1 egg and half a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. And everybody knows that I use the non-alcoholic kind. And then a 1/3 cup of dark chocolate chips. Okay, I'll put that on here. 1/3 cup. There. And I've got some coconut sugar too. I forgot, a half a cup of coconut sugar. I better get that. I better not forget my coconut sugar. I forgot that. It was on the list and I passed it by. I better get that, put that in here. Wow. Wait a minute, I'm missing something. Yeah, I was missing the coconut sugar. Let me get another spoon and get that out of there. It's on the list, but then I skipped it when I was going down the list to see what I needed. I skipped it. I don't know why. And this is the regular organic coconut sugar. This is not the coconut from palm sugar. This is the pure unrefined. This is the kind of coconut sugar that I like. And I only do this for a reason, is if it starts to spill out, it's going to go into here and not all over everything else. See what I mean? It's going to get all there. Okay, there we go. I'll go ahead and put my coconut sugar back. Okay. Now, I got my flax egg, the vanilla, a 1/3 cup of the chocolate chips, and everybody knows I use carob, so, and that's all that it takes. And let's see. Add the sea salt, the baking powder, the baking soda, coconut sugar, and cocoa powder. Process again until combine, and then they add the butter, egg, and vanilla. Well, I'm going to put it all together. It doesn't matter. Because I'm going to run it a little bit longer. I should have looked at that, but that's all right. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. I'll write the recipe on my vegan Facebook page the way it is in here. Even though I didn't do it that way. You know, I made a mistake and kind of put everything together. Kind of didn't look at what I was supposed to do. Okay, there we go. Process, wow, come up in a big clump, but it's going to go into the skillet anyway. But you can see it's in a big clump. I think it's going to be processed enough. I don't have to do any more with it. Plug that. Put this in there. Now I'm going to put my and I'll add the chocolate chips at the very last and just stir them in when I put it in my skillet. Okay, I'll put this down. Okay. And I'll just kind of stir them in when I get this. And I didn't grease my I probably should put maybe a little oil. Maybe I'll get some coconut oil. Put some coconut oil in that. I didn't think about putting anything in it, but I do like to. And I forgot to buy some olive oil today. I went to the store and forgot olive oil, and that's one thing I don't have that I use a lot of. But I guess it's okay. I can do without. I can use avocado oil or whatever I need to use. Just use this. This will work. Coconut oil is a good oil, and I buy the refined coconut oil. Okay, now I'm gonna put this in here, and then I'm gonna spread this out, and then I'm gonna put the chocolate chips in here. Probably wouldn't have to add them, but I'm going to anyway. Yeah, you wouldn't want a bigger skillet than this. The lady had a 7-inch, and I don't have a 7-inch. 8's the smallest that I have. So I have to make it work. I'm going to take and put a little bit of, measure some out here, and then I'll just pour them on here, and then I'll kind of stir it in a little bit. Get this open a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now go put these back. Right there. Cupboard's getting kind of full of stuff. I have to, okay, I'm just gonna kind of stir this around a little bit. And I'll put this in the oven, and the oven has to be in there for about 8 to 10 minutes. Is all it has to be in there. That's it, 8 to 10 minutes. The lady said 8's closest to 8. You know, put it on 8, closer than anything. I'll make sure that that's going to get lit. It should be lit pretty quick here. But I'm going to get this all stirred around and just kind of even it out a little bit so it's all over the whole bottom. Even this out. You guys can make this too. If you've got a 7 or 8-inch skillet, like this is the Pampered Chef, because a lot of the recipes that I'm finding are for cast iron. Well, this is not cast iron, but this is titanium. And I figure that's just as good as cast iron, because these are heavy skillets. And if you've ever picked up a cast iron skillet, oh my goodness. I picked one up at Walmart one day, and I had to put that thing back. It was so heavy, and I thought I was going to drop it on my toe. Those things are really heavy. Now, I used to use one years ago when I was younger. Used to use an cast iron skillet, so I know that they were pretty popular then. Not so much now, I don't think, but people will still buy them. Let me go ahead and put this back and get it out of the way so you can see a little bit better. Just sit this. I see I got a sink full of dishes to do when I get done. Okay, now I'm going to get this ready to put in there, and this has to go in there, I think 8 to 10 minutes it says, and I will see. Okay, it says top of scoop ice cream, but I don't have that, so it says bake in oven for 8 to 10 minutes. She leans more to 8 because she likes the gooiness, but you can 8 to 10 minutes. So I can make it 9. I'll put it on 9 minutes. That's kind of in between, and I'm going to stick this in here. And I'll take my handle off now before I get it in there. That way I'll get, well, come on. Now I can't get the handle off. Oh, no. Now this handle doesn't want to come off. It's stuck. It is stuck. Wouldn't you know? This is real. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I can't do that when I pull it out because I'll get burnt. Alexa, set the time for 9 minutes.
9 minutes, starting now.
Okay. There. That's all it was. Oh, thank you for the super hearts. What, Earlene? You said, oh, no. What'd you say, oh, no, to? That I couldn't get the handle. Oh, I finally got it off. It was wanting to stick for her a little bit there. But I got her off, so that's a good thing. Because anybody that has these Pampered Chef pans, if you don't have them and you get them, these pans, I like the fact you can take the handles off, but the handles are not oven friendly. This one seems to be sticking quite a bit. I might have to change the thing. Yeah, this one's kind of sticking a little bit. I'm going to have to change the handle, I think, and put a different handle on it. Because this one's wanting to stick a little bit. I'm going to have to change handles, I think. But they are universal. You can change. 72. Thank you, Zoe. Yeah, I'm 72 today. My son, I know when he picks me up, he's going to say, how old are you again, Mom? He never remembers. He never remembers my age. I don't know. I'm just going to tell him. I says, well, I was born in 1948, so you do the math. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I decided to come in today and do this brownie because it's my birthday dessert for me. You know, I don't know if I'm going to get dessert at the restaurant or not. We're going to have a nice vegan meal, but we usually don't ask for dessert. They're paying for it, so I don't get dessert unless they say I can have it because I don't want to burden them. They're paying for mine as well as theirs, you know, and it can be expensive sometimes. So, of course, they let me pick the restaurant, and the one I picked is a vegan restaurant. Oh, yeah, you could, yeah, that's right. I am 10 years older than you. Yeah. Some days, I'll tell you, some days, Erlene, I feel a lot older than, hi, Missy. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. This is an awesome, be able to spend my birthday with you on here. This is fun for me. That's why I'm coming in here. I wanted to spend my birthday a little bit of time with you. My son will be coming to get me in about 3.5 hours. So I've got plenty of time. I'll get it. Oh, thank you. Get a shower when I get off of here and get my clothes changed, and I'll be ready to go when they come. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I thank everybody for giving me the birthday wishes on the Messenger and on Facebook, because I got a lot of messages this morning, and I have to go back and get those ones that I haven't replied to. If I haven't replied to you, it's not because I'm ignoring you. I just didn't get to them yet. I've been doing other things, so I'll get to them later and get everybody taken care of. Oh, thank you, Erlene. Well, I thought you guys would want to have a treat to see me on my birthday and come in here and make a brownie that is going to be my dessert. You know, it's not really a cake, but it's like a chocolate cake or a chocolate brownie. It's a chocolate brownie. You know, I'm always putting, hi, Cheryl, good to see you. I'm always putting brownies in another pan and putting them in the oven. Well, I'm now putting them in the oven now in my, oh, thank you for the super, wow, look at those super hearts. Those are awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Wow, those are big ones too. Awesome. Whoa, they are big. Look at them. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's awesome. You guys are so good to me today. I said Alexis messaged me this morning in my messenger and wished me a happy birthday. I'm getting a lot of them on Facebook as well. Yeah, those are a lot of super hearts. Absolutely. Well, I'm getting close to my payout. I think about 50 or 60,000 I need yet. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, look at those. Those are awesome. Look at the cupcakes coming across. Wow, I'm really getting the super hearts today. You guys are going to get me closer and closer to my goal. That's awesome. And thank you so much. You know, I'm like Alexis. We don't make it every month, but we try the best we can. You know, if people give them to us, fine. If they don't, I don't cry about it. You know, I figured there's always another day, you know. So I'm glad when I do get them. And I give out super hearts once in a while, too. I did buy a bunch, and I've got a bunch sitting in my account that I need to hand out. But anyway, for those of you that are just coming in here and didn't know about Buttercup, she has a misplaced hip in her right leg, or her left rear leg. She hops on 3 legs. She didn't eat for several days. Sunday is when this happened. I think she must have jumped down off the couch. And normally when she jumps down off the couch, nothing happens. But this time she got down off the couch, and somehow her hip got out of place. So she hasn't been eating since then. Until when I came home from my errands, she was at the door to greet me, and she was barking up a storm, which she has not been barking all week. Barked up a storm. She was kind of, had her mouth open and was wagging her tail. And I bought some dog food because she hasn't been eating. And I thought, well, I'll get a little thing of like the Beneful, the soft food, and put that in a dish for her. She ate it all. She was so hungry. And it was hard to keep Sydney and Carmen from wanting to get into it too. But I stood right there and watched her so they wouldn't get into it. Yes, it was. That was my birthday. You're absolutely right. That was a good birthday greeting to have her barking like that. I mean, she can be annoying when she barks a lot, but I was so glad to hear it this time because she's been so lethargic the last few days. She has been laying in her bed, not wanting to get out or run around, but now she wants to go outside, and she does a pretty good job on 3 legs. You know, she holds that leg up, and she can't put it down because it's out of place. She would not let the vet or the technician even touch her yesterday. So they had to, do an x-ray to find out what was really wrong. And that's what they found out. That I figured that maybe there was a hip out of place or something. Now, I wondered about putting it back into place. She said they can put it back into place, pop it back into place, but they don't know how the ligaments are until they get inside. Because if the ligaments are messed up, it's not going to stay there. It's not going to stay in place. So they decided they're just going to have to open her up, and maybe they'll put some pins in there and everything. I think it's better be done right, so that she can get back on her legs and walk again, And I'll just have to watch her and make sure she just doesn't jump down off the couch and do that. She probably won't now after that happens. She'll probably stay off the couch. She'll just stay closer to the floor. But that is such good news that she's doing a lot better. She's eating now. She can eat all she wants today because she can't have a thing tomorrow. So I'm going to have to put the food and the water up. When she comes out in the morning, I have to put it all up because that's the first place she has is the water dish. And I know she's going to want something, but she can't have any. Hi, good to see you. Welcome, and thank you for coming in. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. So that's the news on her. Yeah, I could, yeah. Oh, me too. Well, she's 11 years old, and I don't know how well she's going to heal. The only thing that really scares me is how is she going to do in the surgery? Is she going to come out of it? Is she going to be okay? Because of her age, that's what really scares me. I've been worried about that all day. I know the dog's older than her probably, come out of it okay, but it's always something to think about in the back of your mind. Is she going to be okay? I'm hoping that she was. I know the vet said that this doctor that does these surgeries, she was a tech for her for, she said, about 10, 15 years. She was a technician. And she said she's a very good surgeon. So you don't have to worry about anything. I says, well, that's good. So, thank you. I really have been distraught the last few days because she hasn't been wanting to eat. But now that she's starting to eat, I was so happy. And I messaged my daughter and I says, guess what? She's starting to eat now. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. The thing just came to, it just came to got lit, but that's good to see you, but I'm going to leave it in there anyway. If it takes a little longer, I'll just put it in there a little extra time. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. I was telling everybody about Buttercup, about her hip out of place in her leg, and they're going to have to go in and do surgery on it tomorrow. That was the only full opening they had. I got to have her there at 7:30 in the morning, probably all day, and yeah, she oh, it's done. Let's see. Alexa, stop the timer. So we'll see if this is done. If it's not, I can leave it in there. I can put it in there a little bit longer. Let me get my it wasn't completely lit, but I think it was lit enough that it just might got done. Let's see. Well, it doesn't look too bad. I could probably, let's see, make sure. I don't know where my cake tester is. I've got one. I'll use a toothpick. I'm gonna put this down here, and I'm gonna try to close this up for now. I'll leave that lit. I'll leave that lit for right now to see if I need to put it back in there. This does look pretty good. Oh, I gotta put it back in there. I'm gonna put it in there for maybe another 5 minutes or so because this thing did not get done. That's what I kind of thought. It didn't get done like it should have. It's a little gooey, but it's not really done on the inside. So I'll put it in there for another 5 minutes. Alexa, set the timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
It is so funny when I watch her, Alexis's replays, and she starts asking Alexa what the temperature and stuff is, or what the time is. Mine will do the same thing. It'll come on at the same time, and I'm thinking this is hilarious because it can actually, and it's just over my laptop, and it can actually hear it, and it pops up too, and gives it, it is so funny. It really is. And when I greet her in the morning, the first thing she does, she gives me what the day is, what national day it is. I'm not sure what she said. Something about Cat Day or something. But she'll always tell me what the day is. Matthew Vick loves to do that, going on Alexis Scopes and tells you what things are. But I love coming in here. I wanted to do this yesterday, but I thought, no, today's my birthday, and since today's my birthday, this will be my dessert. I'm not going to eat anything else because my son's picking me up at 5:30, and they're going to take me out to eat to a vegan restaurant. So I'll probably have plenty to eat there. So it's always nice. I always spend time with my family on my birthday. Oh, thank you. They always take me out for my birthday, and they also take me out for Mother's Day. So those are the two times a year that I get to go out and spend time with them. You know, we go out to eat to a nice restaurant. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in. Yes, I was going to do this yesterday, but then I decided, no, I'll just do that short walking scope, and I'll save this for today because it's my birthday, and I thought, well, this is an awesome recipe to do for my birthday because it's a dessert, and it'll taste really good. I know it will. It'll be awesome. So I decided to put it in there a little bit longer because it took a little bit longer for that thing to the time to get heated up. But anyway, what's everybody's weather doing today? I didn't ask you that. What's your weather? We are in the 40s, I believe. We've been getting rain. It's not raining right now. But, hi, Tora. My goodness, haven't seen you in ages, girl. What you been doing? Oh, rainy and cold. I'm coming in here today, Tora, to do this periscope because today is my birthday. I'm 72 today, so I want to do this scope for my birthday. That's why you see the cupcakes coming out as hearts. You've been good. That's why you see the cupcakes, because I put birthday as a hashtag. Since it is my birthday, I'm 72 today, and I'm proud of the fact that I'm 72. That I've lived 72 years. A lot of people don't get to live that long, you know. I'm not saying I want to live to be 100, but thank you. But whatever the Lord wills for me, that's what I'll do. I'll live as long as the Lord lets me live, you know. And I'm thankful for each and every day. I really am. I'm thankful to be here. I really am. I'm thankful that He's given me all these years of life. Oh, wow! Thank you for that. Wow, wow! That you make me feel so good. You know. Well, I decided to treat myself too and get my hair got, so I did that as well. I thought, well, my hair was getting so long, I had wings growing out the side, and I thought, I got to get my hair cut. I got to do that too. So I got my hair cut, went to the store, come back, and oh, thank you. Yeah, it feels a lot better because it was getting a little long. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I think that's coming from taking care of myself. I do walk whenever possible, when the weather's fit. I've got the dogs that I take for a walk too, but I got one dog, Tora, that's got a hip that she needs replaced and one of her legs, so she can't really walk too much. So I have to leave her home. I took her for a short walk yesterday and it was hard on her, but she's got to get her surgery tomorrow. So I don't know. I think she jumped down off the couch and it got out of place. So she's got to get that thing taken care of. But she hadn't been eating either. And then all of a sudden today when I come home from the store, she wanted some food. I had bought her a little bit of wet food. I thought, well, maybe she can't eat too much because she does need some dental work done. I want to get one thing done at a time, or she might have to have some teeth pulled. So I thought maybe that might be part of it too, besides standing up with her legs. So I thought, well, I'll give her some wet food, and she ate every bit of it. Oh, me too. She ate every bit of that wet food. She loved it. And I had a hard time keeping the other two dogs from getting into it. They looked at me and they wanted to eat it, and I says, no, you leave it. You know, because they were watching her eat that. They were standing there watching her, and I think they were wanting it so bad. But they've got other dog food to eat. She wasn't eating the dry too much, and I thought, well, she was starting to, and I thought, well, I've got this for you, and I'll just give it to you. And she ate it up. She was so hungry. So that's a good thing. That's good news. And I'm praying everything goes well too. Alexa, stop the timer. So I'm glad. I'm hoping everything goes well tomorrow too, because that's a worry about mine, because she's 11 years old and I don't want anything to happen to her on that operating table, you know. And I don't know what to say, because she is 11 years old. She's going to be 12 in March, and I don't know how she's going to fare out. So I want to make sure that she's going to be okay. I would think so, but you never know. I'm going to try to put this handle on if I can. Pull this out a little bit. Not to get burnt. There we go. This handle is kind of cantankerous. Maybe I'll just leave this handle off and change handles because that's a little cantankerous handle right now. It's sticking, and I'm going to have to work with it to get it unstuck. If I can grab this right here. Oh, now that looks a little better. There, that looks a lot better. It looks more done now than it did. Okay, there we go. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Would you guys make this? Would you fix this for yourself? Yeah, you can see it's kind of pulling away from the side, so it's good and done. Would you fix that for yourself? Man, this is my dessert. My dessert for my birthday. Because I'm not making me a cake, so I thought, well, what the heck? I might as well make this skillet because I've been making a lot of things in the skillet. And if you want to know what's in here, the only thing that I replaced was the egg with the flax egg because I don't eat eggs. So I take flax meal, 1 tablespoon of flax meal to 3 tablespoons of water and let it sit, and it gets gelatinous, and I use that as an egg. But I'll tell you what else is in here. It has, it's got a cup of pecans. Oh, thank you. It's got a cup of pecans in it, a pinch of sea salt. It's got a half a teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, a half a cup of coconut sugar, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, which I use carob, 2 tablespoons of butter, and I use the Earth Balance, 1 egg, as I said, and I use flax egg, half a teaspoon of vanilla, a 1/3 cup of the dark chocolate chips, and of course you put 2 scoops of ice cream on top is optional. But this looks so good. I mean, I like the way this thing looks. I really do. I'm going to put this handle on now while I've got it out here, and then I can hold it up a little bit better. But I really do. That's why I came in here, because I thought, well, I want to show you guys that you can make things in your own home. You don't have to rely on the manufacturers that way, because you know when you rely on the manufacturers, they're going to put something in there that you don't want to put in your body. And the thing of it is, every time you put something in your mouth, you think about what you're putting in there before you put it in there. If it doesn't look good and it doesn't sound good, don't put it in your mouth. Especially chemicals that you're not sure what the components of them are. A big clinical name for the chemicals, you don't know what they are. And if you can't pronounce them, don't put them in your body, because it's not healthy, not at all. But I made this vegan with the flax egg, and this ought to be really good, because I'm going to post this up on my vegan page. Anyway, I was asking everybody what you want. I know somebody said it was raining there. We're not raining right now. We're about in the 40s. It was real windy yesterday, so it got a little colder yesterday. We got rain coming quite a bit, so we're always going to have a lot of rain. But I am just so glad to be coming in here, and I'm so glad that my dog has finally making a turn for the better. I'm still concerned about her surgery, coming out of it okay. Wondering how she's going to fare, but I'm hoping everything will go okay. At least she's eating now. She's not starving herself, because when she wouldn't eat, I was thinking she's going to starve herself. But she's not really what you call real weak, because when she gets outside, she takes off like a jackrabbit as fast as she can on those 3 legs, holding up her left one in the back up, and she runs as fast as she can. And she goes outside now. So I'm glad that she's finally making a turn for the better, because I was really concerned about her. I mean, I've had her almost 11 years. She's going to be 12 years old in March. And I don't want to get rid of her, And like the vet said, well, there's no reason to put her down or anything, because she's got a good life yet. We want to give her a good thing of quality of life. And that's why I'm going to have her hip taken care of, because I want what time she's got left to be good quality life. I don't want her to have to suffer anymore, because I'm sure that's painful, to have to hold that up there all the time. And it probably gets tiresome. But she does a real good job of holding it up. Could you imagine if we have to hold our leg up like that? Wow. Anyway, what's everybody's weather doing? And how's your day been so far? Mine has been pretty quiet. Like I said, my daughter-in-law, she messaged me a little before I came in here, and she said, well, we're going to pick you up at 5:30. Is that okay? And I said, yeah, that's fine. So they picked me up because they don't want me driving at night. However, pray for me tomorrow when I have to take Buttercup to the hospital, because it won't be quite daylight yet. It'll be working on it, but it won't be daylight when I have to go. Chilly, cloudy, and raining. Because I have to have her there at 7:30 in the morning. And by 7:30 in the morning, it's trying to get daylight, but it's not completely. So pray for me that I get there safely, because I'm not real good at driving at night. But it's not going to be pitch black. It's not like it's 6 o'clock in the morning and it's pitch black. So So it is starting to turn then, so that'll be good. So get her there and drop her off and see what they're going to have to do. And the blood work was sent to them. Sometime today they're supposed to get the blood work from her, because they did that blood work yesterday and got the pre-op blood work all done. So now they know a little bit what they're dealing with, you know. But like I said, my only concern is, will she be okay? Will she come out of anesthesia? Will she make it through it? You know, because that's always in the back of your mind, because things like that do happen. Happens to humans as well. So I'm getting a little worried that maybe she won't make it, but then I got to put faith and trust in God that He's going to let her make it through it. You know, that she'll be fine, because I've had her so long that she's like a fixture in my house. I don't know what I'd do without her. It's really a fixture. I mean, I threaten sometimes to tell her, I'm going to get rid of you if you don't stop your barking, but I really never would. It's just she gets annoying when she barks, but I mean, what dog doesn't bark? She just bark. But when she barked today when I was coming home from, it was music to my ears, let me tell you, because she hasn't been barking for several days. And when she was barking, I thought, just let her bark. I loved it, because she was at the door waiting for me, greeting, and her tail was going back and forth like this. And she was so happy to see me. I gave her wet dog food, her Beneful wet dog food. Oh my goodness. I hope so. I hope she'll be fine too. Sydney, my Chewini, that dog, she is a dog that just loves to lick. She'll sit on my lap and she'll lick me and lick me and lick me. And I'm trying to knit or something and she'll just keep on licking. And I have to tell her to slow down a little bit. She's also a treat stealer. She will steal treats from the other girls if I don't give her hers first. So I make sure in the morning when they get their treat, she gets hers first. Now, Buttercup can't have any tomorrow, so I probably won't give the other two theirs either, because she won't be able to have one. And that won't be fair to her. So, because she can't eat or drink anything. It's like humans. Can't eat or drink anything after midnight. That's going to be rough on her. Let me get some water. You know, I don't like that idea either, but what can you do? You know, that's the way it is. You know, she can't eat or drink because she can aspirate. Egypt, what a name, Egypt. I never thought of naming the dog. But I've got Buttercup as the oldest. She's the Pomeranian. I have Carmen, that's a Chihuahua mix. She's 7 years old. And then I have my Chewini, Sydney, which is a black dog, and she's 9 years old. So don't be afraid to adopt a senior dog. If you see a senior dog at the shelter and it looks like it needs a home, don't be afraid to adopt it, because they need homes too. You can give them all the love you can. You know, give them a good life, what time they have left. A lot of people won't adopt a senior dog because they don't know how many years they've got. But you can't rely on that. They may live a long time. You never know. I mean, look, Buttercup's going to be 12 in March. She's still with me. So you still got to take care of them. You got to provide for them. Give them love. Give them food, water. You know, be there for them. You know, of course, I have to go and do errands and stuff, and I leave them. And they understand that. But when I come back, all three of them are at the door greeting me. They're so happy to see me. You know what? I love that they're right there waiting for me to walk in that door, and they're wagging their tail. And Sydney, she tries to climb up my legs because I can feel her on my legs trying to let me know she's happy that I'm home. Right now, she's in my chair. When I get out of my chair, Sydney will get into it, and she keeps it warm for me. So when I come back, then I can sit in my chair. That's exactly right. Some of you may not know the situation with Sydney, my Chewini. She was not taken very, yes they do. She was not taken very good care of. She was paraded for 24/7, not given much food. She was skin and bones when the shelter got her, because she was surrendered to the shelter. They didn't give her much to eat. They never took her out for walks. So therefore she was mistreated. And I'm thinking, that's terrible. And when I heard that, I thought, oh, this is terrible. And I went there and I saw her, because I saw her on the website, and I thought, I'm going to go look at her. She wouldn't even look at me in the shelter. She was so distraught because she was even there. She wouldn't look at anybody. You know, and it only took her a few days, and she took to me, and boy, we're stuck together like glue now. She just loves me to pieces. She's happy to be in a different situation where she's not caged up, where she's free to run the house. She's free to do whatever. But however, that little stinker will get into my yarn if I leave it lay. I did the other day. I forgot to put my sock yarn up, and she took and unraveled a brand new ball of sock yarn. She took the label off, and hi Gary, good to see you, welcome. She took the label off and she unraveled the whole skein of yarn. Yes, I think she does too. But she unraveled the whole skein of yarn. It took me a greater part of the day to get that thing all back to normal. I put it into I took a toilet paper cylinder and I wrapped it around her. Yeah, she had fun, all right. Oh, thank you. God bless you too. She had fun, all right. But I decided, well, I've got some toilet paper rolls, used toilet paper rolls. I'll just take, and they hadn't been tossed into the recycle bin yet, so I thought I'll just take one of those and wrap it around that. It made a real good tube to wrap my yarn around. So that's what I did. Put it around there. And now I have to put my yarn up. I just bought another ball of yarn the other day at Amazon, a sock yarn, and I put it up so she can't get into it because that's a 7-ounce ball. And boy, she get that thing a mess. Oh, because that's a brand new ball, and I don't want that, because I'm starting to do socks now, and I don't want her messing that up. So, but anyway, those are just coming in. This is what my brownie looks like. It's very simple to make. I'll tell you what it has in it. A cup of pecans. Everything was done in the food processor. A cup of pecans. And if you don't have pecans, you can use half a cup of almond flour. Pinch of sea salt. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. A half a teaspoon of baking soda. A half a cup of coconut sugar. 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, which I use carob. 2 tablespoons of butter, and I use the Earth Balance. Coconut oils can be used too, or ghee, they said. 1 egg, which I use the flax egg. I didn't use the egg. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. 1/3 cup of the chocolate chips, carob, and then of course ice cream for the topping. Thank you everybody for coming in here. This is what my brownie looks like. Doesn't that look awesome? You can see it's good and done. It's split on the sides. This is my dessert for me for my birthday. That's why I saved it for today. That's why you see the cupcakes coming up on the side, because I decided to make this for my birthday. And I do thank everybody for the birthday wishes. It lets me know I'm really loved a lot, you know. Yeah, doesn't it look good? Yes, it is. You guys can make this too, although you can use an egg if you want to. If those are used eggs, you can use an egg, because I'll write the recipe out the way it's written, and then I'll tell you what I substituted. But you can use it the way it's written, and it's going to make a very good treat. I mean, this is more or less a brownie. It's what it is. It's a skillet brownie instead of a cake. But I wanted to make this. Oh, keep my voice is what out of me. Since this is my birthday, I was going to do it yesterday, and I thought, nope, I'll save it for today. So I can come in on my birthday and do this and show you guys. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, I'm going out for supper. My daughter-in-law, just before I come in here, she messaged me. She said, happy birthday. She said, we're going to pick you up at 5:30. Is that okay? I said, sure, that's fine. So I have 3 hours to get ready. It's not going to take me 3 hours to get ready, but take a shower and change my clothes. And I want to come in here and do this so I can take a little break and rest. I had my lunch already, so I can come in here and I can go I'll have to do my dishes, but I'll take a break first before I do my dishes. Because my back is bothering me a little bit, but not too bad. But anyway, this is what it looks like. Doesn't that look good? And it's good and done now, too. Putting it in that giving that extra 5 minutes. Oh, I certainly will. They take me out. They treat me on my birthday, and they treat me on Mother's Day as well. Thank you for coming in, those that have never been here before. Thank you for coming to my Periscope. I surely do appreciate it. And I thank you for all the hearts and the super hearts. You guys it's because of you I'm getting to my goal that I'll be able to cash out before too long. You're getting me there, and I thank you for that. Still a little bit to go yet, but I don't worry about it. When I get there, I get there. But you guys have been helping me, and what this does is it helps me too, so I can buy more food because food is expensive. Buy food for my cookie scopes or buy yarn to do my knitting and crocheting scopes, which I'm going to start doing those too. And for those that want to come in, that's fine. And if you don't, that's okay too. Because not everybody likes crocheting and knitting, but I do it for those that really want to see it. But I will come in. Maybe I might do that tomorrow. I don't know. But I wanted to do this today because this is my birthday, and I wanted to show you that you can make stuff in your own kitchen. You got that right. It is relaxing. It's very relaxing. Because you know something? I start knitting or I start crocheting, and the next thing you know, it's time to go to bed. The time gets away from me so, yes, it is. It's good therapy. But time gets away from me so fast, and I enjoy doing it. I have been doing it for years. Not loom knitting, because that's what I do now. But I've been knitting and crocheting for years because I taught myself. I just got some help. When I was living with my dad, because I graduated in high school in '66, and I went to live with my dad after that, I just bought some crochet books and learned how to crochet and watched the illustrations and taught myself how to knit. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It's real simple, and I've made a lot of projects. I make baby layettes, I make sweaters, I make hats, I make booties, and I make a blanket. I've made all kinds. I make all kinds of stuff. And my daughter-in-law, she got me I think it was Crochet World. I think it was. She got me a subscription to Crochet World because she knows I love to crochet. So that was so nice of her to do that. But I love doing crafts as well as doing this. But I'm kind of trying to diversify so I don't spend all my time in the kitchen, and I do other things as well, because other people like to see other things too, you know. And that helps me too. It gives me something else different to do. Let me step away for just a minute. Thank you for bearing with me. It seems like every time I come in here, I gotta blow my nose. I want to step away to do that. I don't need to do it in front of you. So, but anybody else have a birthday today? You do happy birthday to everybody that's got birthdays today. You know, it's just another day, but it's a special day. It's a special day that comes around once a year, you know. And I love my birthday. I don't like getting older, but I like the fact that I spend time with my family. And that's precious to me. Both. I don't bake as much as I cook, but here lately I've been doing skillet recipes that you put in the oven. Baking in the summertime, I really don't want to do that because the kitchen gets hot. So I prefer to do it now. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Gary. Thank you for saying that. But as far as baking, this time of year, I can bake easier than I can in the summer because summer is too hot and I roast. Your kitchen gets really hot, so I try to avoid being in the kitchen as much as possible in the summer. But right now, it's not so bad. Come in here, do what I need to do, and get it done. And, you know, because it's like Alexa said, if she can do it in her house, you can do it too. And if I can do it, you can do it. You know, just tell yourself you can do it. It's a much, much better to make things yourself because you know what's in it that way. You've got control over what you put in it. If you see a recipe that you want to make and there's something in there that you do not like or can't eat, leave it out. So, because the recipes are meant to be tweaked, so make it to your liking. That's what I do. Well, you know, that's what people keep asking me. I haven't even started on it yet. I would know the first thing about even doing it. I know I need to do it. But the only thing is, these are not my recipes I made up. They're from somebody else. So I'd be taking somebody else's recipes. Although I'm veganizing them. So I guess in a way they are mine because I'm changing them up and I'm putting stuff. I put a flax egg in this here instead of a regular egg. So I kind of changed it up a little bit and I used carob powder instead of cocoa powder. So I guess you could say in a way it's my recipe. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, my goodness, yes. Paula Dean and Rachel Ray. I haven't got anything on them, though. They've been doing it a lot longer than I have, so they're probably much better at it than I am. But, you know, the more I do it, the better I become, and then the more I like to do it. For the longest time, I didn't want to cook. I didn't like doing it. But Pampered Chef has helped me because I've got the skillets, I've got the tools to make things now, and things go so much better. It makes my life simpler. It makes things make so much faster in the kitchen, like the quick cooker. If you have a quick cooker, you know what it is to make a meal for your family. If you're working all day and you haven't got anything to fix, put something in the quick cooker. You can have it in just a few minutes' time. It's awesome because Pampered Chef really keeps you on track. It helps you get your stuff done so much quicker, and that's why I love Pampered Chef. This here is the 8-inch Pampered Chef skillet with the removable handles. I love the Pampered Chef skillets. That's the only ones I use. I love these because you can put them in the oven. You know, they're basically for your cast iron skillets. Well, these are made of titanium. Not cast iron, but they're made of titanium. These are good for the oven. They're, I think, up to 480, Alexa said, I believe, something like that. But your handles are not oven friendly, so you have to remove the handles. But I love the fact that you can use these in the oven. That's why I'm starting to make more of these recipes. Simple. You don't make that many. You don't use that many dishes anyway. If you can make it right in a skillet, then put it in your oven. Then you've accomplished something. You haven't. But these dishes are from before, so I got to get them done. But I'll just leave them plain because I think they'll be good just the way they are. I don't have any icing to put on them, so I'll just eat them the way they are. You can see they're pulling away from the side, so they're good and done. It's good and done now. I put it in for an extra 5 minutes because the oven wasn't completely lit when it got done, so I just added an extra 5 minutes to the time. So, but I'm gonna go in a little bit because I want to get my dishes washed, and then I want to rest before my son comes and gets me. So, I thank you all, everybody, for coming in here and help me celebrate my birthday because it's very special to me. You know, when you can celebrate it with me, that makes me feel special. And I thank you for all the well wishes for Buttercup, the happy birthday wishes that you've given to me on Messenger, on Facebook, as well as on here. I sure do appreciate it. I thank you for the hearts. Oh, thank you so much. I thank you for the hearts, and I thank you for the super hearts. They're very much loved and very, very much wanted. I don't ask for them. You know me. I don't ask for super hearts. I don't ask for hearts either. But I'm very happy that I get them. So I'm going to continue to do these as much as I can and come in here because I know you guys want me in here. So that being said, I'm going to make this my final shot. And I hope that you all have a great and marvelous day, what's left of it. Take care, and until we meet again, bye-bye. Love you all. Bye-bye.